Hey guys, vSureStrike here with RGF Productions, and I'm bringing some more Team Fortress 2. I'll be bringing the sniper setup as you saw right there in the beginning. I decided to give you guys a little photo, not photo, I should say a little quick snapshot. Same thing, a photo. Yeah, you know what I mean. Of my loadout and of my class, so I didn't have to sit there and explain it to you and have my poor memory fail me. So, as you saw though, I'm running the basic sniper outfit, just a normal sniper, the SMG, and then the basic Kuri. This is, in my opinion, one of the better loadouts for the sniper. I'm not a huge fan of Jarate, because the SMG is a very valuable tool for close range scout encounters when you can't get a beat on the scout, because some scouts, I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, you can just no scope the scout, does more damage, but sometimes scouts are just jumping around too much, and maybe you've already hit them twice, and you just want to you're more guaranteed to hit one of like 20 shots on them from the SMG than one of 2 shots on him that you probably get off with the sniper rifle before you die. So, and if he's already injured enough, you know that one extra shot might just kill him. So that's my opinion why the SMG is a little bit better than the Jarate. I mean, then you turn around, the Jarate, it only takes 2 no scopes, roughly. Sometimes it takes a third, depending on the damage. But it only takes about 2 no scopes to finish him off in the first place. But that's not a guaranteed thing all the time. And again, you would have to hit him with the no scopes, and there's no option to switch to an SMG if you realize, hey, this scout's just ducking around too much, or even something else in closer range. And so while I do believe no scoping is a valuable tactic, the SMG is a good supplement to the sniper because it does give him a slight close quarters combat potential. But I'm getting way out there in the SMG, and I haven't even told you the map yet. For those of you who don't know, this is PL underscore Barnblitz, so payload Barnblitz. The entire point of payload, again, for you newer players, is to push this cart here, this bomb, I should say, to the end of the line, where it will promptly explode and you will win the match. Normally the, how can I explain this? Well, basically, I mean, when you hit that, you win the round. The defenders win by holding you back at a certain point. All these little circles on the bottom of my screen are checkpoints. If the cart is left untouched for a certain amount of time, it will begin to move backwards, which of course is not what you want to do, but it will not move back past the checkpoints. And of course, every checkpoint adds time, which in some of the more difficult payload maps to attack, when they get very stalematy, the extra time obviously is very helpful to plan it out when you actually get the cap. But that's getting way into advanced payload tactics, which I really don't feel like getting into. Right here, if you see me flying around randomly, it actually bumped a spy for a second, and you'll see I bump him again. Just that little flash of coat, and I managed to nail him. So one of the sniper's worst enemy, of course, is the spy, because you're sitting here, you're aiming down your sights, you can't see anything, and that spy is going to come up behind you while you're in that tunnel vision, which is unfortunately necessary at sometimes. I mean, I'm not saying snipers just sit there with the scopes you should sit there with your scope aimed in all the time, because that's a terrible idea for a sniper. But there are some moments where you have to keep your scope zoomed in for maybe around 2 or 3 seconds, maybe just to get the charge on someone, and during that time, that could be the perfect time a spy comes up and backstabs you. So the spy is easily the sniper's worst enemy, but he can be countered by just a couple simple plays. First of all, try to keep your back to teammates, to a wall. Be my way, watch out for the wall, and of course make sure those teammates aren't spies. And keep your back to a wall, and always be on a listen for the decloak sound. This is obviously something that isn't as well known as it should be, but no matter what it is, the cloak will make a sound when he comes out of it. With the Dead Ringer, there's a very obvious and loud cloak, and to not hear it would probably mean you're listening to loud punk music instead of the TF2 sound, which will get you killed, because sound is very important in any first-person shooter. And I learned that, honestly, from the COD days, and I moved that over, my tuned-in ears, I should say, to learn the sounds of Team Fortress 2, and they've really benefited me. The spy decloak is just one of many things you always want to be on the listen for. Sound, I cannot stress, is extremely important in Team Fortress 2. Now, you can turn around and say that it's not impossible to play without it, but I mean, it's a big help. I mean, it's like, by listening to music or something, you're giving yourself a handicap that you wouldn't have in the first place. You wouldn't have anyway, that you can just change by taking out those ear plugs. I mean, honestly, how much does music help you play? Does it really get you into the zone that much? Because if it does, then by all means listen to it. But in my opinion, sound is one of the most important aspects of any first-person shooter, next to obviously your own ability to aim and thinking. So as you can see here, I'm kind of not commentating over the game that much, but the first half, as you saw, we basically just rolled through. The cart barely stopped at all. I was actually sitting on the cart for a good fourth of the ride up, which was one of the reasons really why I picked this video, was just because of the entertainment factor. This is definitely not my best sniping. I kind of wish I had a better sniper video. I'd actually delayed the launch of this because I wasn't too happy with how well I was sniping, but unfortunately I haven't been sniping as much as I would like, and I've been playing Scout mostly, and since I haven't been able to get another really good sniper clip out, sniper game up, like consecutive 2 rounds, I decided to just roll with this as I had originally planned. So this is actually the 5th time I'm doing this commentary. Both times, the first 2 times were due to technical errors, and the other 3, I was just not really getting into the zone. I guess I need to get back to doing these commentaries a lot more often. So I think I'm going to start actually getting into the game time commentary, even though I'm already 7 minutes in of just jabbering on like a moron, which I seem to do a lot. And if you guys want me to talk less, I mean, just by all means say so in the comments and I'll shut up for half the video. I really don't mind. Right there, I must say, was probably the best shot of the game. Of course, not the best shot of my career. I've made plenty better, but that was probably the best shot of the game. And as one of the other things, going back to the newest sound, I'd actually told that heavy that got blown up by the stickies, I had repetitively said maybe 4, 5, 6 times, as you probably saw in my chat bubble here on the bottom as it's appearing right now. I'm just like, there's stickies there heavy, there's stickies there heavy, and yet he continues to walk forward onto the stickies and blow up. So that's another reason why sound is such an important thing, even if it's just to listen to your teammates calling out simple things like a sticky trap, or sticky in an obvious sticky trap that you perhaps missed for some reason. This is nearing the end here, actually. It's probably one of my more favorite parts of the video, where well, you'll see what happens, but it's basically what a sniper should learn to do. A sniper shouldn't always sit back. I mean, there's times to sit back, and then there's times to basically charge forward and and defend the car at the last second. We probably would have held this without me doing this, but I mean, I certainly slowed them. I certainly stopped any random luck chance of happening by simply just sitting on the point right there, blocking that scout, and again blocking this pyro from moving upwards. So a sniper needs to learn where to position himself, and learn that he doesn't always need to be in the far back. So again, I've talked myself to the end of the video. So anyway, guys, rate, comment, subscribe. vSureStrike out. Peace.